What's up, guys? It's your boy J Smooth, and today we're gonna be predicting the NBA Eastern Conference standings. It's gonna be a good video, man. I got some wild predictions. This is just how I'm feeling, so don't take anything to the heart. Any teams that I got missing the playoffs, don't take none of this shit to the heart, okay? It's just my predictions. Of course, I got some juicy predictions. I got some juicy things to say about certain teams. So that's it, man. Let me make myself smaller so you guys can see this, and let's start this, man. Let's start this. I'll put myself over here. Boom. Hopefully you guys can see it. You know what? Let me put myself in the corner over here. Boom. Sorry, technical difficulty. Hopefully you guys can see me. Let me make myself a little bit more bigger. Boom. All right. So for my first seed, this is gonna be surprising for a lot of y'all. The Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks are my number one seed in the East, and I'm gonna explain why in a second. I understand they do not have a point guard. Have a great point guard, they do not have that. I understand they lost Brook Lopez. I understand they don't have Damian Lillard. I understand all of that. But hear me out. I believe Giannis is going to have an impressive season. And I believe that Giannis is going to play all 82 games. I think that Giannis is going to have a LeBron James type of season. Like 2008, 2009. 2009. 2010 LeBron James type of season. And what I mean by that is he's going to be winning 60 plus games. He's going to carry this team. I'm not going to pick them to be the favorites to like even get out of the Eastern Conference at all. I just think they're going to be a great regular season game. I think this is a bounce back year for Kyle Kuzma. I wouldn't be surprised if he averaged 19 plus. I'm saying it right here. Kyle Kuzma is going to be averaging 19 plus on efficiency. Miles Turner, he's really good. But I think Giannis is going to have an MVP type of season. And when I say that, I think he's going to average 34 and 14 rebounds with 7 assists. This is going to be the stat line that Giannis is going to provide for this NBA season. And I have a feeling that he's going to play all 82 and the Bucks are going to get it. It's just the feeling that I'm getting for the Western Conference. You're gonna see a lot of crazier predictions that I'm gonna have, but for the East, we're gonna start with the Milwaukee Bucks as the number 1 seed. All right, the number 2 seed. I'm just playing with you. I know who I'm picking number 2. Hold on. That shit's crazy. The Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks had a great offseason. I'm a believer. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Luke Kennard, Jalen Johnson's coming back, Kristaps Porzingis, Onyeka Okongwu. This is a great squad. They got Zachary Richardson. They got Trae Young. Trae Young hasn't signed the extension, where he's upset about that, so it might be a little drama in the locker room because of that. But I think the Atlanta Hawks are playing it smart because they got young talent. They also got a star in Trae Young, who is young still, but you know he already about to be 25, like not 25, 26, 27 type shit. So he's still young, so he's still gonna have a lot of trade value. That's why they didn't sign the extension. So yes, so if the Atlanta Hawks are bad, I wouldn't be surprised if Trae Young is traded in the trade deadline. But I have a feeling that the Atlanta Hawks are going to be tipping in the number 1 seed range. I don't know why I said that a lot, but I think Trae Young is going to average. Matter of fact, I think Trae Young is going to only average 22 this season. 22 with 12 assists. I have a feeling that he's going to believe in his supporting cast a lot more. And they're not going to need him to have explosions every single night, which is really good. I have a feeling they have a lot of good ball handlers that can take the ball away from Trae Young when Trae Young is not doing as well. And yeah, I got the Atlanta Hawks. I think they're gonna be a top 6 defense with a top 10 offense. That's just my feeling. They're gonna be winning. I'm gonna say like 50 plus. Bucks. Hey, let me tell you. I think the Bucks are gonna win 60 games, man. I think the Bucks are gonna win 60 games. But Atlanta Hawks is my second seed. I don't really have to say a lot about them. I mean, I love their offseason. And I would have put them number 1, but I just woke up today and I was like, I got a feeling about the Bucks. All right, number 3. The New York Knicks. I saw a couple of preseason games about the Knicks already. I'm loving the offense that what's it called? I'm loving the offense that Mike Brown has them doing a lot of ball movement. I like that, which means they're not gonna rely a lot in Jalen Brunson saving them all the freaking time. So I have a feeling they're gonna win a lot more games. This is the second year of the whole cast being together. Mitchell Robertson is coming healthy. Karl Anthony Towns. This is gonna be his second year with Jalen Brunson, so he already gonna have that chemistry with OG, Josh Hart. Third seed. The only reason I didn't put them number 1 or number 2 is because I believe in the Hawks and the Bucks. But Knicks are gonna the number 3 seed, which brings me to my 4th seed. The Cleveland Cavaliers. I know they won 60 plus. Why would they have the same team? Why wouldn't they be the number 1 seed? I got a couple of reasons. They was dealing with a lot of injuries when it came to the playoffs. They're gonna rest their guys in the regular season. I wouldn't be surprised if they only play 60 games and miss 20 plus games, like the whole starting lineup multiple times. I wouldn't be surprised if they only play 50 plus games, like the starting line was like. I know if they're gonna be healthy, they're gonna play, but I wouldn't be surprised if the ownership is like, I believe in the squad. Like, we want 60 plus. We went into the playoffs injured. We only really lost to Tyrese Halliburton going crazy, and then the Indiana Pacers haven't been on a hot streak. So I have a feeling that if we just make the playoffs, we got this shit. You feel me? We got 4th. We get home court advantage from the first round. And then other than that, if these standings go the way that I think they're going to go, the Bucks are not going to get past them in the second round. Even though they're the number 1 seed, they're a pretender number 1 seed. So that's my feeling. They got the same squad. I love the Alonzo Ball addition. I hate that they lost Ty Jerome. But I think they're going to be okay. And I think that they're going to play Darius Garland a lot more in the bench area with the bench unit than they was doing last year. So I'm liking this. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You feel me? You could trade Darius Garland. You could trade Jarrett Allen, build around Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. But I have a feeling that this is going to be the 4th seed of the Eastern Conference. All right. Number 5 seed. You guys are gonna hate me for this one. The Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors, man, they're back. They're gonna be back in the playoff column. And that's just how I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling the Toronto Raptors in the 5 seed. I know. You guys see the magic over here. They made a great off-season trade for Desmond Bane. I made a video about that. But when I go to them, I go to them. I think the Raptors, even though they have a lot of questions to be asked, they got a lot of good players in their team. You feel me? I know the spacing is going to be an issue, but I have a feeling that their coach is going to deal with it good. I think it's Igor. I think their coach is Igor. Don't quote me on that. But they got a really good coach that hasn't really had a chance to really coach a good team. They got a lot of good players now. They're going to come healthy. It's a lot of questions to ask. Emmanuel Quickly, is he for real? Is he just a bench player? Is Brandon Ingram going to shoot a lot more threes? Is Scottie Pippen, I was going to say Scottie Pippen Jr. Is it Scottie Pippen? No, Scotty Barnes. I'm tripping. And Scotty Barnes gonna shoot threes. Is the last 40 games of the season he didn't shoot a three. So is he gonna shoot them a little bit more? It's a lot of questions, but they have a lot of good players, and when you have a lot of good players, a lot of good IQ there too. You're just gonna figure it out, man. You're just gonna figure it out. I'm a believer in Brandon Ingram. I believe he's gonna be an All-Star this year, so I'm a believer. They're not gonna beat the Cavs in the first round, and this is how the standings go. But I am a believer that they're gonna be back in the playoffs. Now, for my sixth seed, perfect, y'all. The Philadelphia 76ers. I feel like the 76ers just want to make it. Just want to make it. They're gonna face the Knicks in the first round. That's a beatable matchup. If this is how the standings stay, like I said, I could shift these two around. I really do this because I think it's gonna be. Now I'm just playing semantics type shit. Like I'm just like boom. It doesn't really matter. Of course, the 76ers would love to be the fifth seed. I don't really know because the East is a juggernaut. To be honest, if these are the top two seeds, the 76ers would love to be here, and then the Magic will love to be here because these are beatable matchups. But they're not. They're not. So I got the Sixers number 6 in the East, and the only reason is because injuries. We don't know what the fuck is going on with Joel Embiid. Paul George, he's a hot mess. And then they have a lot of rookies. Tyrese Maxey. He didn't really handle the pressure of being by himself last year. I understand he wasn't playing. He was also hurt. But when he was like by himself, he was kind of iffy, man. That even though I love Tyrese Maxey, that efficiency wasn't really there. I know he's used to playing with Joel Embiid and all that. So now the defense is all focused on him. So I get it. It's a new thing to deal with. But I have a feeling that the rookies are gonna be back. Jeremy McKinney is gonna be injured for the first couple of weeks in the season, so that sucks. But they got Quentin Grimes, they got Tyrese Maxey, they got Paul George coming back, Joel Embiid, they got BJ Edgecombe, the rookie. I feel like this is gonna be a good team, but I just think they're gonna want to be there. They just want to make it. They want to avoid the play-in, and I think they have a feeling. Listen, we could beat any of these teams, so let's just do it. Better when we're healthy than let's say the Sixers turn out to be the second seed. Boom, they face the Magic, blah blah blah, or let's say they face the Hornets or some bad team in the first round. Not bad team, but you know what I mean. And then boom, Joel Embiid gets injured. What now? Then you face a next team in the second round without Joel Embiid. No, it's better if you face them in the first round. Beat them, because I feel like after you beat a good team, it's cakewalk in the East. It's cakewalk, especially if you get the better side of the bracket. Boston is not here. Indiana's not here. The only team you gotta worry about is the Knicks and the Cavs, and you avoid that. You're good. So yeah. 76ers 6 seed. Now for my 7th seed, the Orlando Magic. I am a believer in Desmond Bain. I am. Paulo Banchero, I'm a believer in Paulo Banchero. I think he is great. Franz Wagner, he was amazing in the EuroLeague. So I am a believer. And to be honest, when I was starting to like have the idea of making this video, I was like, man, the Magic, they definitely gonna be top 3. But then I kept thinking, and the Bucks were gonna be down here at first. But I was like, you know what? I trust Giannis, and I don't trust the Magic. And I'm sorry, man. The Magic be injured too much. They don't have no spacing. The only spacing that they got is Desmond Bain. I know they have Antavius Caldwell-Pope. He didn't shoot good. But just one person is not really going to make the difference of the spacing. Their defense is going to be great, of course. It's always great. But that offense, man, is iffy. And I don't like it. They say they're going to play faster, which is okay. After the first preseason game in Puerto Rico, They play a little bit faster, but it's preseason. You can't really. It doesn't matter. It's preseason, so they're gonna be in the plane. And I'm sorry, Orlando Magic fans. I really am, and I wanted y'all to be like. Listen, I wanted y'all to be like the top seed. I wanted Atlanta to be the top seed. Now, Milwaukee was gonna be down here. Like everybody was gonna shift, and Milwaukee was gonna be over here. But it's the injuries, man. Y'all really haven't shown me a healthy season like that. So Magic over here in the 7th seed. But to be honest, you guys could beat the Hawks. You feel me? Y'all end up 8, you guys could beat the Bucks. Like, this is how it is. All right. For my 8th seed, I got a Detroit basketball. Now, as you guys can see, I still got the Heat, the Hornets, some other teams that I thought, the Pacers, the Celtics, some other teams that I thought were gonna be like, oh, I got the Detroit Pistons. Jaden Ivey's coming back. Losing Malik Beasley is gonna suck. Yes, he was really good for you guys. It sucked that the whole situation happened. I get it. You guys traded for Duncan Robinson, so you guys, I don't really like that. I like the Duncan Robinson trade. Don't get me wrong. I like it. But y'all should have just signed Malik Beasley back, man. Y'all should have signed Malik Beasley back. I don't care. Y'all should have signed him back. But I like that. You guys are gonna have a little bit of a downgrade. I know you guys last year were the 6th seed. Little bit of downgrade. A lot of Eastern Conference teams are gonna be better. So you guys really didn't even get better. You guys got Jaden Ivey back and then traded for Duncan Robinson. So that's it. So, but I am a believer on the defense. I am a believer, and you guys could beat the Bucks. So this is a win-win scenario, man. Y'all make to the playoffs. Let's say y'all, boom, get the AC, and if my predictions are 100% right, which I don't think they are gonna be, but like hopefully they are, because I'm gonna look like a genius. But if you guys could get a team that's a pretender in the first round, that's great for y'all. So. It's a lot of questions when it comes to the Pistons, man. Is Duncan Robinson gonna provide the same value as Malik Beasley? Is Jaden Ivey is he for real? Is he not? Do you need an extension? Is he gonna do too much to get that extension? We don't know that. We don't know that yet. All right, my first play-in spot, the 9th seed, Miami Heat, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the Heat could be over here. I wouldn't be surprised if from 6 to 8 to 9 in the East, it could be interchangeable. Because of injuries, we don't know if the Raptors could be down here too. So from 5 to 9, it could be, we could switch that shit around. We could switch it. It don't really matter. So yeah, I think Norman Powell is gonna be an All-Star, and I think Baron Ingram's gonna be an All-Star. I don't know why I said that, but like I think Norman Powell is gonna be an All-Star. It is kind of hard to do the things that he was doing in the Clippers when you had James Harden dribbling for you, when you had Kawhi Leonard came back, when you had James Harden just oh, you're getting a bullet, boom, you got it. You know what I mean? It's different, especially you're gonna be without Tyler Hero for the first month, maybe 2 months. I heard he was injured. So I think it's gonna be tough for Norman Powell to adjust. He's never been like, okay, I'm the main fucking guy in the offense, because we know what Bam brings to the table. Even though we want him to like, please be aggressive, he doesn't bring that to the table. It is okay. Some players are not built like that. But Norman Powell, he's never been in that moment, so he's never been the focal thing on defense for offense. So now the teams are gonna be like, okay, scouting report, I need Norman Powell, you're gonna get guarded by my best defender. Norman Powell, you're gonna get guarded by Jrue Holiday. Norman Powell, you're gonna get guarded by Jalen Suggs. You're gonna get guarded by Quentin Grimes. You're gonna get guarded by Scotty Barnes. You're gonna get guarded by Evan Mobley sometimes. You're gonna get guarded by OG. You're gonna get guarded by Zachary Richardson, Jalen Johnson. You're gonna get guarded by Giannis. You shit like that. I don't think Norman Powell's ready for that, but I think he's gonna pivot and he's gonna be like, I'm an All-Star. I averaged 20 something on great efficiency last year. Just if my efficiency drops by a little bit and I get like 4 more points, he's an All-Star to me. 9 seed. My other playing spot, Charlotte Hornets, man. I wanted to put Charlotte Hornets in the playoffs so bad. I wanted to put them in the playoffs so bad. But I don't trust LaMelo. So, I'm sorry. His health. But we still got Spencer Dinwiddie. We still got Colin Sexton. Con Kneppel. We got a lot of things going on. Brandon Miller. Miles Bridger. We got a lot of things going on that now we don't really need LaMelo to be healthy. We can still be a solid squad. That's basically it. They don't really have a center like that. So, I think if LaMelo's healthy, over here, playing spot, that's the range. For my 11th seed, the Chicago Bulls, always being mediocre and mediocrity. So I don't really have to say anything about the Bulls. I think Busalis is the real deal. I think he's gonna be an All-Star. But other than that, really don't have anything to say about the Chicago Bulls. They suck. 12 seed, the Boston Celtics. They got solid players. They don't got centers, but they got solid players. So they're not gonna be worse in the East. You know what I mean? They're gonna have a couple sneaky wins. So I feel like the 12 seed is nice for them. Really, Jaylen Brown. Listen, if they want to be in the playoffs, Jaylen Brown has to be an MVP conversation. And I think he's going to be like, I already got my money. I'm just going to chill. JT not here. I'm just going to step back. I'm just going to shoot whatever the fuck I want because I'm the nigga right here. I'm the finals MVP type shit. So I don't think he's going to be like, I don't really care about this season. And also the Celtics are going to be like, you know what? Any tick-and-tack injury that anybody has that's important, they're going to say their ass down. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. For my 13th seed, I got the Washington Wizards, which is an improvement. Because I believe they ended up 14 or 15. They were bad. So, I like what they did in the draft. I don't like that they traded Jordan Poole, but I understand because they drafted a point guard. I think it was Trey Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. And I wanted Jordan Poole to stay there. But it is what it is. I like the whole squad that they have, man. They have another bad season. They get a top pick, especially this year, when the Boozer brothers are coming. Some other people are coming. I know only about the Boozer brothers. I gotta get familiarized with them. And then, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, they got a great supporting cast for a great top pick in the next year, a superstar in the next year. I wanted them to get Cooper Flag, but the lottery odds didn't bless them, which is okay. For my 14th seed, the Indiana Pacers. This could age horrible. Because they got a great coach. They got a great supporting cast. They lost Miles Turner and they lost Tyrese for the whole year. But I want them to just take a bye. You feel me? Chill out. Y'all made the playoffs last year. I know they got Pascal. I know that. But I just think these teams are ready. And then you guys are going to be like, you know what? Let's just chill. Let's develop Benedict Mather. Let's see what he got. Let's see what how Nembhard is in the point guard position. This and that. And this is like contradicting because I have Nembhard as my most improved player winner. Which is he's a 14 seed. He's not going to win that shit. But it is what it is. Got the Pacers. I really got to have to say anything about it. I just think they're going to be like, whatever. You feel me? They're going to be just as Boston. Any tick-and-tack injury, we're going to be sitting everybody down when Tyrese come back. And then for the 15th seed, the Brooklyn Nets, man. Clap it up for the Brooklyn Nets, man. It's been a long time coming for them to be the 15th seed. Nigga, y'all need to fucking tank. Feel me? I live in Connecticut, so like, they're right there. I've been to a couple of Brooklyn games, and it's fire. I like the Brooklyn Arena or the Barclays Center. It's fire. I like it. So, it's time, man. Michael Porter Jr. is going to average 35 points a game on 20% shooting and like 15% from 3. Cam Thomas is going to average 40. Nah, let me stop. I wouldn't be surprised if they have some sneaky wins, but they're going to be the 15th seed. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't really have to say anything about them. You feel me? This is gonna be the first year technically tanking like that. Like, I know last year they was tanking, but they was too good for their own good. So they didn't really tank heavy how I wanted them to tank. So, cause I wanted Cooper Flag in Brooklyn. Not gonna lie, I wanted Cooper Flag in Brooklyn. I wanted Dylan Harper in Brooklyn, which I love that he's in my Spurs now. But we got the Aaron Fox. But and you guys are gonna call me biased, where I'm gonna put the Spurs in the next video. So yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this for the Brooklyn. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think, man. Like, I got the Bucks. I get my reasons about the Bucks, man. I get my reasons about every single team. But I know this is a surprising for a lot of people. A lot of people seeing this, seeing the Raptors this high, the Magic this low, the Cavs this low, the Hawks this high. Even though a lot of people are believers in the Hawks. So, yeah. I don't edit this video, so you feel me? Like, I just throw it out, and this is like a 30-minute video, so I've been ranting a lot. Let me do the outro, but let me know what you guys think, man. Let me go. Bucks #1. Am I crazy? Let me know in the comments, please. I appreciate you guys for watching. Hold on, let me do the outro. Let me make myself bigger. Not play. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. Subscribe, like, comment, follow me on TikTok, jsmoothlivee, jsmoother. Follow me on my other YouTube. I just say about random pop culture stuff, beef with rappers, beef with Cardi B, Offset, DDG, J5. That's my other shit. You feel me? Story times and all that. That's my other shit. But I love sports, so that's why I'm over here. I got another one about sports. So follow me on that one, jsmoother. And then follow me on Instagram, jsmoothlivee. TikTok, I already said that. I appreciate you guys for watching. Bucks #1 seed, but they're gonna be a pretender. So just because I got them as #1, they still a pretender. Peace out.